So much control, so much information gained right now, but they need to be careful and watch their behind.
Yeah, and right now, just kind of wondering about that first contact. Holzer top mid as well, supporting Freiburg. And that's certainly great to shut things down, because now it's only about the players jumping out from main, from ramp. A bomb plant would still be possible, but right now the hold onto the A bomb site is strong. Holzer has a great position. He's not going to get taken out, even though they try to go close range with those Glocks. It's not going to happen. And Senna now all by himself in a 1v4. Never going to happen. Dignitas do take pistols. Jungle. He's not seeing anything just yet, but that smoke is bound to dissipate soon. Moves past. Is still going to be checking back, hits one, but GXX at least to trade back. Fatro as well, making good use of his AK, but bomb's going to be dropped. And that's the most important part as well for Freiburg. Upgrades to an AK and can work with this towards ramp. Plenty of time here as well. Kind of needs that kill. And Lekro might just be able to let the timer run down. 10 seconds still going. Bomb dropped once more. Does not need to re-peek. Yeah, no time anymore. It should just come down.
No, he's just about got it. Oh my goodness,
Center. No way he brings that back. Just get a spot on in towards bottom mid here as well before they make it in towards connector. Not going to happen though. Holzer to find one. The info is there for the CTs. Dignitas should be able to deal with this round.
I mean, I criticised, I questioned the buy, but it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, Tyler. When the AWPers do all the work, it doesn't matter.
From having too much impact for the moment. But the rest of the team is still there. Freiburg now finds one, drops back as well towards CT. Does concede a lot of damage from the bangs through. And the fact that they do still find 2 kills towards Holzer and Freiburg keeps the door open. As the bomb is planted as well. And safe from Lekro, and he even finds the headshot here. Synopsy, a big one here for Blink.
Just watching his flank, checking CT. They're still wary of Forest's position. He's not made a sound throughout this whole endeavor. But as he swings CT, he finds the kill. Time is of the essence. Dignitas need to hurry this up, and they do so. Both players with kits. Heap jumps on the bomb just in the nick of time, and Dignitas make it 5. Tyler, these rounds, they're coming too close towards the end.
Mid in the first round and have tried to kind of stay on top of it, but finally at least Blink are trying to work this together. Nade now a bit too late, maybe even here for Heap. Does still deal a little bit of damage, but they're so quick in towards CT. They can regain weapons there. And yet again, this round is open for Blink as Heap finds one. But Senna and Regon still have better weapons.
It's a good read. It's a good read on the situation. They've noticed that Dignitas are playing this retake A setup. I mean, just look at where those blue X's are on the mini.
5 seconds still on the clock. Freiburg still close range. Great counter flash just to keep them at bay. But that nade does bring Freiburg down into contention. Gets taken out by Fatro as well through the wood there. And remember, Forest, he was tagged down early on in the round. The fact that he's fallen so many times against that Palace player. Holzer, great positioning here, needs to find 2 for 1, and he does. Lekro still in as well, Regon to take him out, and he's going to wrap up this round.
Loads of money in the bank, so it is a bit of a weird one. Maybe it's mind games, maybe it's sort of having a few extra seconds to calculate what Dignitas are trying to change up from that one. Nice opening pick from Forest, though, gets things moving. Electro, he's in a brilliant position here. This is such a good B setup. They should just be able to shut this down as long as they hit their shots. Forest, the flick doesn't convert. And B now open.
Oh, Heap though, big one here. Center to trade back and still keeping it going. Synopsy gets taken out by Freiburg. 1-on-2 now here for Center. He's certainly pulled these back before. Remember the headshot over towards the A bomb site earlier from him. He is able to isolate into separate 1v1s. Doesn't need to continue to peek. But of course, Holzer not moving from his angle, just waiting for Center to make a move. And, well, he doesn't need to.
Anticipating a Palace play here. But Heap certainly is. He's ready for this. He hasn't played this angle before either, so might go unchecked. Ooh, Synopsy.
That Regon finds that immediate headshot still. He's going to get shut down by Freiburg with the MP9. He's strong with that MP9 before and has been historically as well. Big focus now though on Lekro. Doesn't hit the shot as GXX already checking in towards CT and Forest. They already know exactly where he's at. Kind of a sitting duck. He is able to fall back though and down to 50 HP.
He's a tank. He's a damage sponge. And he's a cold-blooded killer as well. Blink make it 7.
Stayed alive this time out. Didn't time out and got the shot into his short immediately as well. friberg, how is he even still going? So much time to get that nade out. Sure does find the kill center there for the trade, but Forest continuing from CT and is all going to be down to GXX. And what are you going to do? 1v4 finds one into heap. And now Dignitas have to remember, don't go aggressive. Let him come our way. 3 ops against the op of GXX. Does have a smoke to work with. The Molotov is going to keep another player out of touch, and olofmeister yet again doesn't hit his shot. Don't tell me that GXX is going to bring this back.
Oh my goodness, GXX!
Finds niko, goes aggressive towards CT. And Forest, yes, he's in position, but 15 seconds. Bomb is going to go down. Still expecting him in from CT. GXX is ready for it. However, Forest has already passed. Given his position away, though, and he finds a round. 1v3, or actually 1v4 in the end. Yeah, and olofmeister already coming in from behind. friberg, of course, well aware, and his close-range Glock is surely going to be stronger here as one player jumps in, but olofmeister hits the shot. friberg doesn't. Lekro still in it, though. And Forest still close range. Do you expect him here is the other question. Heap to find one. Lekro with another. Forest here as well. And in the end, all works out. Dignitas do pick up both pistols. Of course,
fought so hard for Dignitas. 3 players in the apartments. A decent B setup here. A nice little crossfire. No one's looking towards get right. That's a problem, especially when the man is an ex-teammate. olofmeister does trade one back. And the 4 versus 4, they're trapped on the site though. They've still not been able to find these kills. There they come. And GXX only good for 1 as well. Nice couple of little trades there from Dignitas, and a round should be theirs.
Yeah, never say never as we've seen in this one, but olofmeister already. Tough spot for him to get back out from. friberg holding on, finds that headshot. With a bomb on olofmeister going all the way back towards ramp. He's helped his team out to make it in towards connector. So the bases are loaded now, but center, perfect time to find friberg. And already Lekro needs to go towards jungle. Does he know that he has a player right behind though? And olofmeister does spot him first, finds the headshot as well. Now the round should be able to start. A synopsis. Palace, 20 seconds still. And then GXX finds Lekro. It's difficult as well. olofmeister can't cover. Bomb not planted just yet. And a 1v3 needs to come out huge and already tagged. A bomb plant would be great, but even that should be denied. It won't be, as center is just a fraction of a second too late. But it is going to be 11 for Blink. Doesn't really seem like there is a big focus on this first map. It seems like that second map is going to be a little bit more decisive, as we're all expecting us to go to a full 3 mapper.
Ooh, I'm not sure how I feel about that aggression, to be honest. Solo pushing into ramp like that is always a questionable one, especially in a round like this. This is an important round for Blink. If they win this one, it kind of seals the deal. Dignitas winning it allows them to come back, and a nice swing from Rigum. Gets 1 with GXX's flashbang, but he's not going to be able to find all 4.
Nobody is really lagging behind. Everybody, at least that's on the server, has been doing their fair share. Flash is just keeping them at base, and area yet to peek as well. GXX to find Lekro. Bomb still planted for Dignitas. You go for a save for us with a huge spray down transfer from olofmeister onto GXX. At least there's a trade from Scenarii, double of that as well. And this round still open. The nade comes in. Regon with the next headshot. Heap gets taken out.
Lekro 7-0 in duels against olofmeister, though. That's kind of crazy. Bear in mind they're losing as well. That's a bit of a bonkers stat line.
Yeah, even considering that Lekro timed out in one of these rounds. And was then pretty much easy taking here for Blink right now, though. Already a first kill for Dignitas isn't all too bad. I'm not sure why they're going this aggressive. Lurking over towards the B bomb site is going to get taken out. When do they realize that no one else is here and the A bomb site is now under siege? They're already rotating and reacting to it. Might just be a tad too late. The smoke's not exactly ideal. And Regon knows that he can come back into this one. The nade could have been stronger as well, but friberg to find center. Follow-up nade strong onto friberg. Almost takes him out, but Regon now knows that one is in towards Tetris. Spotted out Sandwich as well, but it's all down to GXX. And a 1-on-4, not going to happen on the CT side, not this time out.
Alright, interesting. The foreshadowing from Tyler. Perhaps a secret Blink fan. Forest shatters your dreams, though, as holzerk finds another. 2-man advantage, still control of mid. Synopsy's going to drop down into underpass. A hell of a read there. Lecro's looking the wrong way. Will the trade come through? No. Synopsy ties up the numbers. holzerk finally puts him out of his misery and stops the carnage. A lot of damage onto GXX as well. Molly comes too late. They got off to a really good start. They had that 5-1 lead. And then as soon as they started losing rounds and they lost hold of their CT economy...
The game plan.
Oh, Scenari. Oh, that's a big whiff.
He needs that kill still!
Up, though. Somewhat redeems himself. A lot of damage dealt. Only the 1 kill found.
Oh,
Blink have to go to this retake, surely, but not anymore. Just like that, 1 fail swoop, blink and you miss it. GXX is on his lonesome, and his position's known as well. Ooh,
just the fact that lurk worked out as well from Lecro. Forest was then aggressive in towards Kitchen or Market or whatever you want to call it. Egon, no, going aggressive as well, giving his position away. Forest is now going to be well aware. And holzerk is going to clean things up before it even gets dangerous. GXX right now. Very important from him as well, in behind enemy lines, but Heap is still there alongside holzerk. All going to be down to Scenario. It is going to be 16-14. Dignitas going home with a map pick of Blink to start things off in this opening best of 3.
Bit of a weak A defense, especially now these smokes are posted, and they're going to fully focus on these 2 players towards short and pit.
Yeah, at the same time, GXX and Synopsy, great timing to be alive, as right now Synopsy is only going to find 1, failed to find a second. There you go. Somehow keeps his teammate alive as well, but only for a good second as Forest and Freiburg both chime in. Bomb's going to get planted here as well, with 30 seconds still on the timer. And the rotation already hot in here, in towards short with 2, make it 3 players right now. holzerk is going to be peeking up, but not finding the headshot, only from Flatro to take him out. Freiburg, though, here and ready. Forest, they're a deadly duo, and they've been doing this for years now already as Regon goes aggressive. Can at least isolate this into 2 separate battles, but who's stronger? It will be Forest to find that headshot as Dignitas and GXX to have a decent chance in this one. Heap, though, doesn't really connect on too much damage here either. Juan Fatro to find the headshot on the Mac 10. And of course, still they're yet to commit. They peek out 1 by 1. Freiburg at least trading back. But GXX yet again hitting shots in the Deagle. And Forrest just a second too late. He's all by himself in a 1v3. And still possible. But the end was near, and Center brings it exactly that way as well. Tie it but 1 early on. Utility to block GXX off. They do have a couple of flashbangs though, and they're going to be using those right now as GXX gets pushed back. Freiburg to hunt him down, but not really making too much use. Still, a bomb plant should be sure. Forest and holzerk both chiming in on the Deagles. And just that extra cash on a bomb plant is already great, but it's still a 3-on-2. Sure, the damage has been dealt, especially onto Heap and Forest. As Forest gets taken out, Lecro is actually the one who did more damage to his teammates. But Regon living a dangerous life. When Fatra, of course, has already pointed out, he's tanked down.
Just holding it all.
And holzerk, Heap didn't need to peek. 3 seconds to push. Dignitas, they're about to walk into the meat grinder.
Potentially so. Scenario up close, turns the flash.
Love
it's
this.
Beautiful. What a defense.
GXX as well. Double from him, 1 from Scenario close range, and all of a sudden, Heap gets taken out as well. Forest just a little bit too far behind. The timing with that smoke does give a little bit of extra space to GXX. However, timing not quite there. Synopsy finds that final kill, 4-1. As Blink continue, now getting 4 in a pecking game. Then we go into halftime at a similar going as in the first half. Right now, though, great aggression, but holzerk is so ready for it.
This could be a turning point for Dignitas. Forest with a big headshot, and I like the fact that he doesn't get greedy there. Knows that GXX is close, he's heard the scope, but he doesn't commit to the swing, falls away. 2-man advantage, they don't need to risk losing it. Instead, he'll work his way through Palace, take a new angle, nice smoke around it, but Synopsy's able to take him.
Right now, still seems like Blink do want to have something to do here, but if they lose one more player, that could be brought back around.
Oh,
Synopsy,
no.
though, a double from him. Lecro to trade back, but they're going to stay on top of this. GXX on the op as well, very dangerous. But Snary in towards coffins already. Molotov has now dissipated here as well, has now burned out, but Lecro, immediate headshot on GXX. Should probably fall back, but no chance here as Lecro finds a final headshot. Regon though, do they expect him? On top of quad, Synopsy down below here as well, has now been spotted with that deagle. But Regon chiming in for one, even gonna find a second. How does he even find a third? Big focus here, but Holzek and Forrest somehow staying alive. Not sure how Synopsy dropped either. Didn't really see in our point of view.
And they've got the info on one. Forrest spots the head of the second, tears it clean off its shoulders. That is clean. For Senna right now, 1 versus 2, surely no chance. Does isolate the fights, the smoke breaks the crossfire, and he can find the first head. The issue is he's got no kit, no time surely. He wants to find the kill, pressures into Forrest, does take it, but there's no time. He's going to die to this bomb as well, and he knows it. Oh no! He's throwing his gun out the map. Is there another one for him to grab?
Already towards the A-bomb site. If they can hold on to this, but such a big presence just in towards short at the same time. They've played this time and time again. Of course Regon's going to be taken out. GXX still finding one, and they're actually chiming in for a couple of kills here. Bombs down and all down to Forrest. Surely they are going to be checking balcony. Forrest not connecting and not even finding a single point of damage onto those Blink. Yeah, and yet again, of course, Dignitas just taking their time. Just need to make sure that it doesn't come back to haunt them. GXX is the first to be taken out. He just didn't react quick enough as Lecro out on a hunt and immediately finds a headshot onto Regon as well. And we've talked about saves before. Blink are right to do so here.
Things didn't really work out there, and they had this kind of rough period where they were bouncing players in and out, and they couldn't find that perfect fifth. And then Lecro came in just as a stand-in initially. And he was absolutely monstrous. He was dropping massive numbers. He was like by far the star player for a short period of time. And that's kind of gave Dignitas that burst of energy that they needed again. And now they're kind of back to winning ways. They've taken a lot of damage there, but they have managed to get rid of both of those rifles. And it was a commit.
Not as big of a factor here at the start. As of course Dignitas were able to win their third. Still not really continue off the back of it. GXX though, so important with him on the op. Double as well, making it 3 for the round into its banana. Bomb is dropped, and it might just be a 7th round. We'd love to see it, just to keep it a little bit more competitive. Forrest all by his lonesome in a 1v4.
It does just still feel over-aggressive. I mean, GXX has done a fantastic job at finding all 3 kills there, but the fact that he's continued to peek Car. Car's kind of a one-and-done position. If you've got an AWP, you go for that peek. It's always a ballsy peek to go for, but if you've got support like he does, then you can justify it. But then, after hitting the first shot over towards B, 2 defenders there, and a lot right now falls on Freiberg and Heap's shoulders. Smoke goes down, the cross coming through. Heap finds 1 headshot, there's the second, and I think that might just be enough.
In towards Ruins as well. Holzer taking his sweet time to try and chime into this one. Freiberg does carry a kit, even though Synopsy does find a double here. At least they're playing together. That's the more important part here for Blink, as right now Holzer still finding a headshot. Forrest makes it out with one of the kits, and Synopsy is going to be found here as well. Holzer to find that final headshot. And all 4.
You almost can't tell who won the pistol with the buys. Damage dealt further, that nade.
The nade!
Oh my goodness, it's perfect in the MP9. The perfect duo to go with it. Synopsy for 1, but it looks like the damage has just been dealt too heavily here. And for Blink,
I just love that from Forrest as well. Late coming in back in from the apartments. Lecro still towards the site. The USP is enough to take care of that. As in the end, an AK recovered for Dignitas are playing it on the CT side. Great usage of utility as well, just to keep apartment out of contention. Regon, quick. As Lecro is caught with his pants down.
Oh no. That's perfect.
It all
That's
falls
so
apart.
Well played. And finally, the pros are starting to see their potential. I'd rather have Julies than a P250 all day long.
But this might be a chance to get themselves another round. Pushing out, water falling out from the apartments. Good hold though from the CTs as Regon is going to find one. Find a second here as well. Lekro to chime back. And it is a 2-on-2. Bomb's going to get planted. But this time out, the CTs are going to challenge this. They're not going to go for a save in this one. All about timing. And GXX might just have that locked down into wood short. But Freiburg, we've talked about him being a little bit weaker today. Up to 7 kills now after that headshot. And at least when he actually has to bring things through, he makes it count. Heap, though, fully blind from the flash from Freiburg. It is still going to be Juan Flatro to win this round. Timeouts have been strong for them. Is going to be the first thing that kills them. At least deals damage onto Heap and Lekro as they're already tagged so low before the first contact is even made. Freiburg's still going to find one. And watch out for Holzerk here still as he finds one as well. So Neri gets taken down. And a panic ensued. 3 kills to actually be found by the CTs as Freiburg chimes in once more. But I still want to see them try.
The fear is the lack of Kevlar. They've got this 2-man advantage, but they absolutely have to play this together. They push through as a unit, they go for these trades, they isolate the AWP, then it could be theirs, and there you go.
And the bomb's already been defused, Freiburg.
Oh, it is going to be denied, but Synopsy, he could take all 4 here. Instead, it's Lekro to stop it in its tracks.
Come out here, might be a little bit too late, but when Flatro is tagged down, 2 HP still remaining. And that surely makes life a little bit easier on the M4. Is still when Flatro to find a headshot. Freiburg now has got his work cut out for him. Can't manage his way around the smokes for too much. Still gets 2 kills. Bomb is dropped. That's the best message, although Regon came in through Church and Forrest and Lekro. It's not easy for them. Might need to save, and that's exactly what they do.
I can't even think about it. It makes me upset. But coming into round number 25, Dignitas still on the money. Of course, they saved those weapons, but it is still looking shaky. Lekro only on a Desert Eagle. Freiburg.
How?
Oh my goodness, what has just happened?
Flashed him here, and Lekro gets a double. Actually makes out alive and doesn't really take too much damage either.
Oh, it's unreal. How does
and
Lekro
in the end, luck
that?
might have just come back around. Synopsy still to find Holzerk, though. This round is doable. It's all down to the fight towards CT, which will be won by Synopsy for 1, but Freiburg to chime back.
The only way GXX wins this is if Dignitas have bad communication, and right here, they've communicated perfectly, but Freiburg's looking the wrong way, and GXX has taken advantage of it. 1 versus 1, and Lekro.
Molotov down. Smoke not yet committed. Could just smoke out the bomb. GXX is going to be rapid back around. Finds that kill as well. Of course he does. The T's don't have any utility whatsoever to keep the CTs at bay. 13-13. This is an all-decisive round, as right now the push is on, the retake is on here. Damage has been dealt. And right now, GXX still keeping his team alive. A double from him. The bomb yet to be defused has been tapped, but Freiburg now in 1v1 does not have a kit. And it has already just gone a little bit too far. It is going to be all kills going the way of Dignitas. Freiburg to find.
Now it needs to pay off. Heap on the angle. There's no way Pete comes through without the flash. Instead, it's the boost, and Heap doesn't hit the flick.
Yeah, he does deal damage, but just not enough. Regon gets that kill, and of course, right now, it's all going to be down to Freiburg. Important headshot, but he was already tanked down. That was Regon. The nade does a decent amount of damage as well. That might just be so decisive. Center, though, does find it. Quinflatro to find Forrest as well. Holzerk to find Quinflatro. Trading back. Should maybe even go on to an AK. 2-on-1. Bomb has been planted. There is 1 kit in towards Pool as well. They need to collect on that. Lekro. The smoke is still there. Collect the kit and go towards the bomb site. Lekro is now going to go for the full 10-second defuse, still holding it. But Holzerk hits the shots, and overtime might still be on for this one, Josh.
A very, very strong retake from Dignitas.
But makes it out alive. And Force is so important in this position with the MP9 especially. Perfect flash, and somehow Synopsy still finds it. That's rough. Only 14 damage dealt as well. Lekro going aggressive. Quinflatro being lucky to yet again be alive. But that's the M4 up against the AK.
Oh,
that should pretty much wrap that. It's 4-on-2. Freiburg and Heap still going. Quinflatro to shut down Freiburg. And all going to be down to the AWP of Heap. He does have a defuse kit. But a 1-on-4, and he's already being flanked from behind. Regon has got that lurk set and ready. Ooh. And Heap does find one. Smoke gives him a little bit of space, but it will be GXX. Both first maps going 16-14, both teams.
And something that definitely favors the T's. You've got the site. You can then go and take these post plants. The smokes have actually allowed them enough time to... Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, Forest and Freiburg both finding headshots onto their USPs, as is to be expected. As long as you can keep the angles a little bit longer, then it's a little bit easier for the USPs to come through. They do have a kit onto Freiburg as well. He's defused, and already the round is done. And I'm not sure, I mean, once the bomb has been tapped...
What else would he buy with it? So yeah, a weird one. Definitely a weird one. But Dignitas take it, and it gives them a big advantage in this second.
Oh, I don't like this! Freiburg out in the open, Forrest at least able to redeem himself as he finds the trade. Still, the A bomb site is going to be under siege, and nobody's here from the CTs to try and stop them from getting the bomb down. Of course, Blink is bot. They were able to get that bomb plan in. Juan Flacho can then take control of those back halls, and right now, Forrest trying to do his best to stop a bomb plant from actually going down. Cannot stop it from happening, as Synopsys is a perfect position for it. And in the end, yes, the damage is dealt. Synopsys still has a chance, even though it is very slim. Holzerk will find it at last. Oh, perfect for Forrest. Does give his position away.
Oh. Ah. Decent job at staying alive there. Buys some time for Holzerk to start his rotation, but if Electro falls, then they're in trouble. Holzerk's able to find one back, though. Brings us back into a 2-on-2. Juan Flacho in a good angle, but will Freiburg check it? Looks like he's about to check his corners. If he pokes his way too far around, though, he'll be in trouble. And there you go. Doesn't clear the hard left. Juan Flacho
could certainly have the chance to go a little bit more aggressive, and all around that has worked out half decent as well. Holzerk, check below you. Juan Flacho is already close range. At least Freiburg is able to chime back in and trade things back to a 4-on-4. But his position is going to be well known. They're expecting Heap in there as well. As Regon does take a little bit of damage, they know exactly he's in this corner. Freiburg even still continuing on this. Forrest coming in from behind. Samari needs to hold on. That kill is just enough. And the bomb is going to go all the way and explode, and Blink win a third. As of course Regon is into a great spot. Yet to frag though. But Freiburg's just not even aware of this. He does check back, but Regon still to find that kill. And now they can all come back towards the B bomb site. Say, well, seems clear for the moment. We do know that Heap was somewhere around there. Forced to find one onto Juan Flacho. But the bomb's going to get planted. The nade is going to give him away. Heap through the woods. Still to find one. Forrest! No way! Nobody there with kits though, and Regon should still be able to hold on to this one. I know that chat is going to go absolutely ballistic from that shot. But Regon doesn't need to peek, just plays his time. Heap does find it. Time is of the essence. A 10-second fuse is a long, long time, but he brings this through anyways. All doable with like 2 or 3 shots from the MP9 if he does hit heads. Boost is going to give both players away though.
Micro over the top of the smoke has been spotted. Holzerk finds one back. With 25 seconds left on this clock, Blink, they are timing themselves out a little bit here. They need to get this C4 planted. Oh, GXX nearly poked out around the side of that pillar. Freiburg on 4 HP, can't peek here either. Just has to try and stay tucked in, stay alive for as long as possible. And this is a messy round. Both players left have orbs. Holzerk needs to hit the shot, and he does. And that falls onto GXX's shoulders. Fully flashed, narrowly misses the shot that he needed to hit. And as he goes for the repeat, Forrest sticks around. Not going to miss that one.
I have questions though. Well, including the €100 bonus from the €100 you deposited. Could of course be gone. Depending on how you bet and how the teams play. Regon is going to find Freiburg. Forrest though. Still in a decent spot, only to find one. Just to be traded back, and Regon already well onto the site.
Then things start to get a little bit dicey, but no, it's kept nice and competitive. Still within 2. I'd only connect with the leg here if they do decide to swing wide. Nades start to rain over. Here comes the execution. Holzer flicks up. What a beautiful shot onto the first. freiburg tagged as he goes for the peak, but they've still got control of this. 3-man advantage now. As one Flatro brings it back to 2.
Yeah, but Holzer already finding 3 in this one. Of course, out for more blood here as well. Heap to find one Flatro, and all going to be down to GXX. He's surely already being flanked as he is. Lekro to shut him down. 4 players staying alive is exactly what the...
You know, I really underestimated this buy as well, and it's because I completely forgot that you could drop nades. I was like, oh, there's not going to be many nades, but GXX has just dropped a full belt over. It doesn't matter, though. Heap, what a spray transfer. Oh, my goodness. The left side...
The fact he finds a double there. He buggered back off towards the bomb site. Where is he? He has to be somewhere close.
But no one's peeking anymore. Lekro to find GXX. Continuing into mid as well. Heap through the smoke to take out Regon. And Synopsis going to be picked up as well. 10-5 at halftime. A great one here.
I don't know. You're betting on a horse that's never won. This is a bizarre call, but Synopsis, it's like he can hear you. He wants to...
Yeah, he's got my back. Right now, the bomb's still going to get planted, though, and the A bomb site retake is going to be really, really difficult for the CTs. Right now, they're coming out in numbers, though. When Flatro Holzerk to kill his teammate, and there you go. This opens things up. Scenario has a defuse kit. Holzerk still to find 1 on the P250, but Forrest needs to go huge. And what did I tell you? It's not going to be 6 for 6. Regon into Donut. freiburg can start making a move over towards the A-bomb site, but right now, no flashbang. GX walks in, Heap yet again finding a double, same as on the CT side. And if the first kill from Lekro wasn't enough, then now they've opened it up massively. Regon heading in towards mid. Lekro surely not going to check him. He does! No way he hits that headshot! I mean, come on!
He's feeling it, you know.
So
You can tell. He's definitely feeling it. Even that wide swing right there, okay, it's definitely a foolish peak, but it's a 5v1. Really, really good T-half so far. Riggin, unfortunately, hasn't made that redemption. Still on single digits, still slacking behind. One Flatro unable to save as well. And Dignitas are going to make it execute. They took the mid control very early on. They haven't done a huge amount with it until now. Lekro's job is to cut off the rotations. But in order for him to be successful, his teammates need to have some kind of success over towards B. He's found one. freiburg drops though, and so does Holzer. They all fall to the same fate. Lekro's doing massive damage here in mid, but his teammates just aren't outputting the same amount on the bomb site. This C4 surely can't go down. And it's GXX to finish off both. 9 on the board for Blink. And you've got to feel bad for Lekro there. He's gone absolutely huge.
Well, Blink a little bit more presence, and they're switching back and forth and realizing, okay, maybe it is going to be the B-bomb site. Just at that time as well, Molotov comes out and Flatro for the trade. Heap is there as well, though. GXX just about has a gap in that smoke. Spotted too much just yet, though. He's going to find the player in towards ramp. Holzer to be taken out. Heap well aware of the gaps in the smokes, of the pre-fires that the CTs can hit. And the smokes are going to be starting to dissipate. He needs support from his teammates, or they need to fall back. And that's exactly the game plan is going to entail. Forrest, perfect spot. They can check him. Synopsis is easy bait.
It's so smart. It's so
Time is
smart.
Low. Heap just about getting the bomb down, though. Perfect positioning. And Dignitas are going to find it as well. Unfortunate that Lekro times out. One Flatro here and ready. The Deagle is about to come around the corner, but he's going to find that one on the headshot. Forced to be dropped. Lekro on the trade, though. He's been so strong in those positions. Senary gets taken out as well. 3-on-3 still going. And they've gained an AK. With that buy, they have a FAMAS here. Flash onto GXX. Even a bomb plant would be great for them. Regon to stop it.
Oh no.
Party is certainly on. Forrest down to 51. Bomb's still going to get planted by Heap. I just want to see him on the front lines getting the kills rather than getting the bomb down. But it's all fine. Teneri yet again to find a headshot. Does get traded back. But even Heap falls. It's all going to be down to Holzerk. 1v3. The bomb sure is still ticking, but Holzerk just not quick enough just yet. GXX is going to drop. There you go, Holzerk! Oh. Does miss out on Regon, though. How?
I thought surely that's going to be his round. It's going to be 13 for Blink.
We see those odds coming up, and they really are starting to favour Blink now. Dignitas, not only did they need that clutch round, but it feels like they needed a bomb plant there as well. Would have been quite impactful. Just the pistols now bursting onto the B bomb site. They might actually be able to catch out GXX. They do so, but Synopsis there to support. 4 versus 2, probably not for much longer. Make it a 4v1, 4v0, 15 to 12. Blink are stealing the show, and this is Dignitas' last chance to try and get that. Dignitas haven't really spotted it out, so he can continue to abuse this system.
At least he moved out, otherwise he would have been naded down by his teammate. There's still 2 players in a very difficult position here, so navi even finds one from inside. Ooh. Second one through the wall, Holzark falls. Lekro still in it though, and he's still kicking. Bomb has been planted, further damage onto Freiburg. As 2 CTs can now move back towards ramp. Wide peak from Lekro gets taken out. And Forrest and Freiburg, the original duo. It's all going to be down to Freiburg in an almost impossible position. He gets headshotted as well. Regon to shut things down. 6 rounds in a row by Blink to close things out. 16-12 after a 16-14 on Mirage and on Inferno as well.